Hello. 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 Hello, friends. Hello. Yes. Orb isn't wrong. That much is true. That much is true. Excuse me, just making sure everything is just making sure everything is working. It's really good to, you know, quote unquote see you guys. Today's been a bit of a day for me, so you know, it's just nice to be able to just to say hello and play a little game, you know? So, I just want to thank you for being here. Oh, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Everything's gonna be just fine. How could I be sad when we've got the strongest fairy? Like, straight up, just the strongest one. Of all of them. You have any idea how many there are? There's so many. Also, I do need to point out that I didn't actually do the fairy thing on purpose. I was like, oh, wait, yeah, no. The last game we played was about fairies, and now this one is too. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I didn't plan that at all. It just kind of happened. Funny how things work out sometimes, huh? Alrighty. Let's just go ahead and hit the switch. There we go. Oh. There we are. You did just finish a visual novel about the fairies. This much is true. This much is true. Man, I'm sure Knight will show up soon, but I wish he was here now. Because I'm gonna be honest, I've never 100% known how to pronounce this character's name. I've been calling her Cirno. But somehow I feel as if that can't be correct. Oh, well, I do love to scramble the fairies. This much is true. You make a very good point, my Ender friend. Cirno, yeah. I've seen Cirno, I've seen Cirno, I've seen... Cirno is correct. Alright, well, unless someone else says otherwise, I'm going to go with that. Fairies are capable of many wondrous things, as is what they do. Alrighty-do. I guess we'll just get into it then. Cirno seems to be the most popular pronunciation. Okay, that works for me. So let's see. We got Cirno flying around, being the best, the strongest, perhaps even a little smug, you know, but that's okay, because she's earned that right. But then she was suddenly shocked to see a boulder in front of thee. Well, that certainly will not do. She is, in fact, not too pleased by this. Perhaps other characters of this franchise have decided to mess with her. She tries to lift said boulder, but it doesn't seem to be working out. And I don't know who this is. But they say if Cirno collects enough pea things, she will be strong enough to lift the boulder. Cirno agrees that this is a good plan, and that she will become the strongest. And off she goes in order to become strong enough to lift that dang boulder. This is our quest, our mighty quest, and a glorious quest of the likes which none have seen before or since. seems like a Sisyphean task. It could perhaps possibly be. Hello. Help Cirno get rid of the boulder blocking her home. She needs to she has to get home. Wheel of Fortune's on. What is she supposed to do with any of that? It's nonsense. Anyway, my goodness, this is very cute. Also, oh my goodness, we have a sit button. We have a little sit button. Aww. That's adorable. That serves absolutely no purpose other than to just be really freaking cute. Also, ooh, oh. You can get all up in her biz. You can get all up in her Cirno biz. That is cute. That is cute. Considering how notoriously difficult Toho is to franchise games like this, might be the best way to get it on the channel. Yeah. They're normally bullet hells. Every game needs a button specifically to do a cute thing. You are correct. 100% correct in every conceivable way. I cannot agree more. And let's see. I don't seem to have a double jump. Whoop. But that's okay. It's my understanding that we gain little abilities and powers and brick and brack here and there as we progress. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so pretty simple control so far. We don't need that no more. Oh. Dismiss. There we go. That's how you do it. Oh. Power and, I don't know, score items are scattered all over the Misty Lake. Collect them to unlock new abilities. Reaching 4 power will let Cirno lift the boulder and get back into her home. She wants to watch the TV. She's got leftover pizza in the refrigerator. And she's being deprived of such things. And there's a night star here. Hello. We're playing Cirno. I want everyone to remember, my streaming journey on YouTube began with a goose, and now we have a fairy lifting. Yes, the strongest fairy. The strongest fairy. Night, check it out. She has a sit button. It's a button that does nothing but let her sit down. It's just a cute thing that she does. It's amazing. Oh, she has little oh my god, do you guys see that? Hang on, guys. When she stands up, she's like, ugh. She has like a little pouty face, like, ugh, you're making me get up. Why? That's such a mood. I'm that way every time I try to stand up ever. This is certainly a way to introduce Toho to the channel. I've always wanted to introduce Toho to the channel somehow. And, I mean, I figure Cirno is obviously the best choice for that sort of thing, you know? So, it's like she has a couple fan games here and there, but this one seemed like the right mix of, you know, something I would totally play just normally, even if I didn't know nothing about anything about Toho. So, you know, and it's also not, like, ludicrously difficult from what I hear. I also hear, like, it's a short game. It's a very short game, I believe. Oh my god, is this a reference to the Fumos? Is that what this is meant to be, specifically? It might. It honestly might. Because if there's anything the Fumo plushes are known for doing, it's sitting. It's sitting what proper is what they be doing. And it's heckin' cute. Heckin' adorable. Hopefully eventually we can use our little fairy wings. I assume that's one of the powers we will gain with time. There we go. I need more power. More power. She must become the strongest fairy so that she may lift all the boulders. All I've seen of this gal, those gifts of her freezing things with a smug stare. She do have a smug stare. She's also not a big fan of frogs. She will freeze the... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my actual god. I promise this wasn't intentional. Our last game was a game about fairies poking toads, and now I'm playing another game about a fairy who doesn't like frogs. That was so not on purpose. It just happened. What is up with that? Oh my goodness. The way things work out. You can go ahead and be suspicious of me all you want, but at the end of the day, Nightstar friend, you overestimate my cleverness. I'd like to, you know, but if you want to think I'm clever, if you want to think that was on purpose, if you want to say that it was totally a thing that I meant to do, then you're more than welcome to do so, because it just makes me look better. The FCU, the Fairy Cinematic Universe. Hell yeah. Alright, now how many of these little doodly-doos do I gotta collect before Cirno gains a influx of the power? She doesn't hate frogs, she freezes them for fun. Oh, well, you'll have to excuse me. I am far from an expert on Toho lore. I only understand, assuming those eyes are a reference. Maybe. I'm not super knowledgeable about Toho. I don't even know everything there is about Cirno. I just know that she's basically a fodder character who is not powerful. Also, I just realized aliens. She's basically a weak dum-dum with an inflated ego who always acts like she's the best and the greatest. And she's actually very weak and kind of stupid, but she's adorable and feisty, and everyone loves her anyway, so she became a breakout character. And who cares? It's Cirno. She's the best. Look at her. Now, if that is, in fact, not accurate to anything, feel free to tell me. That's always, that's been the impression over the years that I was given. She's kind of Josie-like, yeah, admittedly. But yeah, like, nobody takes her seriously, and I think there's, like... Oh, it's okay, you've got, like, 2 or 3 people in the chat that usually never talk, that seem to be the chattiest people alive now that Toho is the topic of discussion, so lack of knowledge is mine. Huh. Well, I hope you get some enjoyment out of this too, my friend. Because, I mean, it's still very cute. It's still a very cute fairy game about very cute, strong fairy. And she is collecting the tings, and she will, in fact, lift that boulder. Also, rats? 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 Ratigan? Ratathy? Rataman? Ratholomew? Citizen Squeaks? Daniel? Perhaps? Hard to say. Also, music videos like Innocent Key videos, Bad Apple. I mean, yeah. I feel like everyone's seen a Bad Apple variant, even if they don't understand anything about what it is they just saw. They've seen it. There's a very cone-shaped rat. It's called polygonal. It's all polygonally. Let's see, maybe... Is there like a... Oh my goodness, frogs are a collectible. Oh, I didn't even realize. I'm gonna have to look for those. Rat looking like a doorstop. Never fully watched Bad Apple. What do you mean you've never fully watched Bad Apple? It's like 3 minutes long. And it's a catchy song. That's a little strange. I will see if I can find the folks. But yeah, no. Cirno's gonna need to learn how to fly, or climb, or backflip, or skateboard, or something. I don't know what this crazy gal is gonna be getting herself up to. Oh, it was like 10 minutes long or something. Bad Apple, it's just a song with a really cool music video that people like to recreate in thousands of different ways, much like a steamed ham. VA for Shantae did a cover of it in both English and Japanese. Yes, she did. Christina V. Because she is talented and awesome like that. How does one only partially watch something that's 3 minutes long? Yeah, that's what confused me too. I think you might be misunderstanding or misremembering what Bad Apple is, because it's just a song. It's just a music video. Random clips of Bad Apple memes. I have to imagine you're misunderstanding what it is. Also, them some jank snowmans. Ooh. Oh, I just heard tomboyish. Oh. It's her math class. I think everyone can agree that if absolutely nothing else, Cirno definitely has the best music. There's also a weird meme between Cirno and several Dragon Ball Z characters. Huh. I'm not entirely knowledgeable of such things, my friend. But I very much believe you. It's a really super impressive music animation someone dropped out of nowhere and then vanished from the face of the earth. Yeah, does anybody even know who originally made it? Or did they just drop it and dip? I could see that. I had to be informed by Nightstar about this aspect, but yes, Cirno is tomboy. So that's neat. Look at the language settings. There's a secret language setting, Cernonese. Okay. Language. Oh, you mean just Cernese. What's that all about? Coldals? Coldals? Hang on, what was that word originally? Also, where was English? Oh, there's English at the very top. Derp. Controls, and instead it's now menu, bees. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. Most of the animation was never here from before, nor after dropping the video. That's crazy. People compare Cirno to Raditz. That's also funny. With me, the really loves her. Everybody loves Cirno. Look at her. All right, so I can interpret from this interesting little bonus thing, that Cirno talks like a doofus, and that's delightful. Also, I don't understand the symbolic meaning behind the number 9, but apparently she has some kind of connection to the number 9. And September 9th is Cirno Day. I also know that gif where she's very punchy. It's cute. Oh my goodness, floating. Cirno has remembered how to float. Oh, that's why she forgot. Fair enough. You have to add a quadranese language section to Blazing Dreamers. Press A while in the air to start floating, which lets Cirno fall much slower. Floating reduces her stamina. Stamina recovers when not using it. Gotcha. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. The power stance. The smug face as she floats. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This girl. This girl knows what's good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What was that? I got launched into the sky. Hang on. Oh. Oh. Okay. I think this is something I'm supposed to be doing. That works for me. There we go. I'm gonna need more stamina, is what I'm gonna need. Connection to the number 9, is that in the manual for EOSD? EOSD? EOSD, the enemy was marked with the number 9, which is Cirno. Oh. Oh, that's all it is. Prepare for my arrival, Motos. I understand the vibe. I get you. I get you. There we go. Collect all of the things. Oh, she actually holds her little dress down. Cute. Man, Cirno's got to go through all this rigmarole just to get into her dang house. She left the oven on. Why do people always have to bully the Cirno? Because she kind of deserves it because she's full of herself? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Don't worry about it. How about that? Also, instead of listing it as an enemy, it listed her as Baka. So, number 9 means Baka and Cirno. That's true. I've heard that she is Baka Baka. Baka Baka. Yeah, she makes it easy. I guess that really is the long and short of it, isn't it? I believe I've made no secret of the fact that I enjoy characters beaten down by life, but stay in good spirits all the same. Same reason we sometimes bully. Oh, I see. Look for frogs by switching first person to look at the frog. I'm afraid I don't know how to go first person mode. Let's see. Oh, that's the zoom button. That's the city down button. Very cute. Maybe click the sticks. Maybe some of this, a little of that. I don't think I have one. Remo apparently likes to use her as a free air conditioner. Yeah. I mean, that is a neat little fringe benefit of Cirno's existence, admittedly. Just zoom in. Oh, just zoom in. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I just got a Philomath of the Arts achievement for appreciating a piece of art, even though I was not looking directly at that piece of art at the time. So that's rather funny. Also, oh, I thought that was a rat. What is? Oh, it's a bucket. It's a bucket. I thought it was a rat, but it wasn't a rat. It was a bucket. In case you guys were curious, it was a bucket. Art. Pause and look at control. Okay, do. Move forward, move backward, move left, move right, jump, special. Yes. Yes. Dear God, there's more. No. There's no real sources in-game to support this, but the fandom likes to depict Remu as a jerk. Yeah, and I believe Remu is more or less generally considered in the grand pantheon of things the main character, I believe. It's my understanding that Toho is basically just kind of a big collection of stuff, and people just kind of make their own interpretation. And even though it's like not technically public domain, the creator of Toho is like, yeah, no, go ahead, make whatever the heck you want, do whatever the heck you want. I don't mind, just have fun out there, I guess, that sort of thing. I understand that much. Cause like this isn't like an official game. I mean, it's as official as literally any other Toho game ever made, in the sense that it's a fan game, and there are like 50 billion fan games. She is, yeah, she's the player one of those games, and the rest is the Luigi-like player too. Gotcha. Gotcha, the witchy girl. I knows her. I've listened to Cirno's Perfect Math class so many times in my life. And I never even, like, I listened to that song for years without even knowing who Cirno was. Hadn't the slightest clue. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Time for floaties. There was a push for a Toho rep in Smash for a while. I agree with Knight that there really should have been. I also know there's a rhythm heaven game like based on this. That's not my favorite death battle like matchup for Lena versus Ismarissa. Yeah, it does look good. The only problem is, it seems like what is and isn't canon to Toho is just kind of whatever the person making the thing wants it to be. Power levels, character personalities, character relationships, they kind of vary all over the dang place all the time. Reality is can be whatever you want it to be. What I want it to be is Cirno, because Cirno is delightful. I've lately been imagining Alina versus will likely end, and I think it'd be really funny. Yeah, it's very possible. I've never actually played a Toho game, but I've watched them. Yeah, they're primarily bullet hills, which I could totally play at some point, maybe. But this is a bit of an issue because the fandom has overtaken most official sources because most official sources are vague. Yeah, that's exactly the problem. So how specifically, canonically powerful any given character is supposed to be at any given moment in time is kind of open to debate and interpretation. Other than, I guess, just the universally agreed upon idea that Cirno is a weakling, I guess. I have complete confidence that if I were to play in like one of the official Toho games, I could beat it eventually. I don't know how long it would take, other than vary, but I mean, I feel like I could. I feel like if anything else with my many Let's Plays, I've proven one thing certainly, and that would be the fact that, given enough time, I don't give up, so eventually I do just kind of win. Eventually. It takes a while sometimes, but I get there. I get there. I didn't think I'd ever beat Ninja Gaiden or whatever have you, but I manage. I manage. Sort of gauge Marissa's Danmaku abilities, her personality, except lore and over. Yes, an entirely different matter. There's a baseline at least. Come on, Cirno. You must become even more powerful. You are the strongest fairy. Don't you understand? I keep hearing Frog, but I don't ever see Frog. Yeah, I hear Ribbits too, but I cannot see. Frog in bucket? No. Where are you keeping yon frogs? Could it be Maya? Is Maya the keeper of the frogs? Did she wake up today and go, yes, I believe I shall deviously hide the frogs. And then she wringed her hands. Do you think the frogs are only noticeable in first person? Alright, well, let's take a quick look here. Zooming in. Maybe they're like Inviso frogs or something? I don't know. It's under the house? Oh. Frog? Are you under the house, the frog? Are you a frog? Are those Legos or crayons? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, they must be crayons because there's a big drawing here. Oh, that is adorable. Is the implication that Cirno made that? She's a very talented artist. She's a talented little lady is what she is. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? As long as I'm still collecting things. I feel like eventually we will see a frog at one point or another. If we all collectively believe in ourselves. Or if you just believe in me. Now, I admit, It's a dangerous game, believing in me. But I can promise you that if you do put your faith in me, I will make an honest attempt to not let you down. I'm convinced the frog is a lie. Easy joke is easy in this instance. Make a reference to something from 2008. From age gone by. Long, long ago, in the before times. Her flying is absolutely freaking adorable. Yes, she just smugly floats down. It's adorable. And there we go. And keep on hopping and a bopping and a Cirno this song. Cirno Robin, bop, beep, bop. Also, this means I get to actually draw Cirno. She's not a terribly complex design, so I feel like that could be a pretty good time. Also, I guess this means I would have two incredibly smug fairies next to each other in my playlists, which would be very funny. Very funny how it all just kind of works out that way. Oh, maybe I can just hop. Yeah, there we go. There we are. Cirno and the Very Merry Fairy meeting. Oh, how did I miss? I looked at the chat and I thought I collected it, but I did not. Fool that I am. Is that an actual frog or is it a drawing of a frog? What is this? There's a Ganbada? Ganbade? Ugaga? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. There's like a big frog in like Naruto or something. For some reason, that's what I thought of, and I don't know why. I've never watched Naruto. But, there you go. If Ender hasn't passed out, he'd know. Hang on. Hang on, Ender. You just got translated. Gamabunta. Oh, okay. I was surprisingly closer than I thought. Got it wrong, but I literally only know him because... Fair enough. That's the only reason I know him. It's still interesting that it just sprung to mind. Scene Gamakichi is the Jew. Oh, all right, you're already going above my pay grade there, Orb. Yeah, no, this music is absolutely like adorable. There's a big snake thing. It's a big flying snake guy or something. What's up with that? What's up with the snake? Hang on, I need to smugly float into its face. I failed. I have failed everything. How will I go on? Easily, because Cirno is here. As soon as I can make this jump. There you go. Oh, Ender, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh, flutter jump. Cirno has remembered how to flutter jump. Hold B while on the ground to jump even higher. Cirno will continue to rise while B is held at the cost of some of her stamina. The flutter jump will end at that stamina. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Interesting. I think I need more stamina or something. I mean, it is certainly a better jump, though. It very much is. I think maybe it's about twice the height I normally jump, which is something. That ain't nothing. We shall make good use of this, I think. Less flutter and yeah, there's not really a lot of flutter to this jump now, is there? I'd say it's just shy of a flutter, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but you know, we'll be able to improve. Rocket jump. I can only assume that maybe if we get more stamina and more power, Cirno's jump will get even better. So all we gotta do is just keep on collecting, and things will work out. And then she can finally get her TV dinner. I keep changing her motivation for getting into her house. And you know what? I think that's right. I was thinking of Yoshi jump. Yeah, when I hear flutter jump, I think of the Yoshi, like, you know, sort of thing that he does. That's not quite it. Hitting the button again and holding it while in midair. Yeah, but I mean, just tapping. Oh, wait, hang on. No. I mean, maybe that is what it is. Once we have more stamina to use. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Either way. At the very least, we're able to hover about a whole lot more, which is nice. I wish I could do better Yoshi noises. It's not very good. But, you know, I try. Okay. Mighty jump! Mighty jump! That's just not that very good. Your Toad voice is spot on, though. That's kind of you to say. Is that a frog? Froggy frog! Hang on, I must gaze at the frog. Oh. Hang on. Oh. Oh, we got a spinner. We got a spinner. What are we... Oh my, what are we doing? Oh! I've dematerialized the frog with the power of my mind. Amazing. Several frogs are hiding around Misty Lake. Get close and look at them. Maybe they'll lend you their power. Ooh. I can force them into an eternal spin cycle. They're in such awe of Cirno's gaze that they have no choice but to just start friggin' out. And you know what? Cirno flew by my window, I'd start spinning too. And if you try to tell me that you wouldn't, you're deluding yourself. All right, will this work? Probably not. Huh! Holy crap, that worked. Okay, we take those. We freaking take those, Buster. Ow, I fell down and I hurt my bum. Frog motive. You could say we have an emergency frog situation on our hands, everybody. You could be saying it. You could be saying it. And honestly, I'd argue that you should be saying it. Simple as that, really. Huh. It's true. You did add Cirno to Tomodachi Life. She's very tiny and adorable. I hope she's causing some manner of mischief and or chaos. Because she is all about that life. Smug floating girl. Smug floating girl. Let's go. Okay, hang on. As soon as I learn how trees work, then Arbor Day can truly commence. Oh, I can't climb that. All right, well, it sure seemed like that would have been an option, but apparently it was not. Tweren't. Tweren't. Unfortunate. All right. I'm gonna need a whole lot more pow-pow in my wow-wow. Oh, well, at least I got that. That's the important thing, I suppose. But I require more. I require the power of Mordor. There we go. Mordor. Mordor. Yeah, that worked out rather well. I think it's time for a quality sit. Yeah! Yeah! Look at this power. Look at the power Cirno possesses. Do you have any idea the core strength, the butt strength you'd need to sit like this? Forget about it. Forget about it. You could never. Only the strongest fairy could do something like that. Let's not even pretend. Huh. There we go. Okay. My mighty jump is rather mighty. We just have to keep going. The most powerful butts. Exactly. She truly is the beloved tomboyish girl. It's true. It's true. Those words are all accurate. If I could do my big jump into a hover, that'd be something else. That'd be very nice. But, maybe my... my jumps are still not quite adequate enough. That's gonna be a problem in the long term. Okay, but here we go, here we go, here we go. I just wasn't exploring properly. I was running in circles like some sort of absolute buffoon. And who tried to stop me? Not a one of you. Not a one of you tried to stop my buffoonish behavior. So, like, what's up with that? Why you guys all, why you guys just sit around and go, haha, let's just look at the fool gallivanting about like a doofus. Because it amuses you? Because if so, I guess that's fair. I can't really argue that. Lord knows it's not. Lord knows you ain't here for strictly skill-based gameplay. You're definitely mostly here for the goofs and gaffs. The shenanigans, the chicanery. PG's happy, and that makes me happy, and that's wonderful. You better laser all those comments. I'm not being mean to myself, I don't think. I'm not... Like, I'm a perfectly acceptable game-playing guy. But it's unquestioned that I do make some silly goof-em-ups. I'm under the impression that it's somewhat endearing to some people. Because I make some goofs and gaffes and other such things, but not so much that it truly impedes the watching experience. See, that yes, this game has no enemies for Cirno to fight, and you might be thinking, well, why? Why would it be like that? And the answer is obvious. No one would dare fight Cirno. I understand your assumption, Ender, that I was being self-deprecative there. I could easily see how that would be read as such, but in this exact specific instance, yeah, I'm just being a dude. I'm just being Goobus van Gruppenstuben. Remo. Oh. Maya's an amazing friend. That's why Peachy's happy. I had nothing to do with it. Fair. Fair. That's the thing about Maya. She always booby making everyone's days brighter and better. And she needs more appreciation. A snow move. Hey, that's really good. That's very good. Oh, now this is, oh, now this is art. Oh, now this right here is art. This is the good stuff. Oh, yeah. Cirno's not just the strongest fairy. Not just the smartest fairy. Most artistic fairy? Yes. She has power in ways you could never possibly comprehend. Oh, she can't get into her house. Who'd do this? She lives in an igloo. Lives in an igloo down by Misty Lake. Strongest fairy. I need more power. I need more power. Kirby. You have to use the warp star, Kirby. You subscribe yourself to her counting? I don't even know what that means. But I support Cirno in her constant endeavors to be the best, and her successfulness at that fact. Yes, yes. No one is stronger than Cirno. She's got cute little ice powers, and she flutters about like a dork. Hey, Cirno, how's it going? But now I imagine Cirno going around talking like freaking Zorro. I'm the strongest fairy. Like freaking Cirno, voiced by Antonio Banderas. Ice platform. Cirno has remembered how to create an ice platform. Press X while in the air to create an ice platform. Cirno must touch the ground before she can create another one. Ooh. Also, I think my high jump is definitely even higher now. Oh, okay. See, now I can see some very useful applications for this. And can I just... Oh, and I can just use it whenever and wherever? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cirno time. Oh, yeah. We doing it. We getting funky. We getting fresh. They should call it a rocket jump. Ugh. Now this odd version of Mennonite being beaten by Miss Piggy because she misheard him. I can see it. Miss Piggy does have the habit of soloing most of fiction. It's kind of her thing. One hi-ya! And then it's over, man. That would be more accurate. You know what else would be more accurate? I don't know. Insert clever or witty retort here. There. Maybe if I just say that at the end of almost every one of my sentences, everyone will think I'm a smarty pants. That'd be pretty cool. I want to be smarty. I don't want to be smarty time Jims. Smart time Jones. Old time Jones. Going down that old time road. If you know, if you know, if you know, if you know, no. Hey, hey, ho, ho. If you know, no. And a don't yo. Ha, 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 ha. I'm gonna do a sit down. Sit myself down. Gonna sit all adorably. And then maybe someone will give me an ice cream sandwich. I don't know. Cirno just kind of comes off as the type of gal that could really go for an ice cream sandwich. You be the judge. There we go. I'm utilizing my powers, my skills. Yes. Ah, dang it. Why must I fail at everything I attempt? Curses. Fun fact, the reason why Snow Mystic is really big is because the creative total makes it longer every game. I wish I knew what Snow Mystic meant. But I have no idea. And this? The Dark Age of the Law? Yes. Luckily, Cirno is the best lawyer. Have you been injured in an accident? Call Cirno at 999-99999. She'll fight for you. Snow move, snow rain move. Oh. No, this is the Ice Age of the Law. God damn it, Knight, that's clever. I still say you guys are the ones who should be making videos. What am I doing here, man? Dude just casually busted out the Ice Age of the Law. I can't compete with any of that. Have you been injured? Call Cirno and you will be. How about that? Do you think maybe there's aliens? Alien frog? Alien frog! I found an alien frog! Guys, I found alien frog. We've got a spinner! Huzzah! There you go. That solves that problem, it surely do. Ha ha! Hee hee! Hoo hoo! Ah, I fell down. Curses! Once more, punished by my hubris. Ah! Give me that mess. I say, give me that mess. Okay, yeah, no. Ice platform is definitely, by far and away, my favorite of all of our powers so far. The more I play as Cirno, the more I realize she truly is the strongest. Do you know anyone else who can make ice platforms? No. No, you don't. Corn chips are no place for a mighty warrior. You know what? Love it or hate it. Spitting facts. Them facts are them facts is spitted. Absolute nonsensicles. Nonsensicles. Now there's your Greek hero. A certain ice elf, you say? They sound very pretty. I'm gonna be real. Just gonna say it. Sound pretty. I gotta get cloud platforms, true. There are 3 fairy troublemakers called Sunny Milk, Star Sapphire, and Luna Child. And they are notorious for making pranks to everyone, including Cirno. How dare they attempt to prank the mighty Cirno? Do they not know the icy vengeance that will befall them for their transgressions? I just had an incredibly weird joke that I'm not going to say. But it's weird my brain came up with it. Anywho, I'm collecting the things! I can also only ponder. They're the main bosses from Toho. Great Fairy Wars. Cirno was in the Great Fairy Wars. She won. And everyone was like, dang, why did we even do this? We already knew who was gonna win. Why do you vibe so much with ice powers? Also say it, you coward. Say what? Oh, no. The joke? No, definitely not. It's one of those jokes that came to mind, and I'm like, am I allowed to make a joke like that? Because I don't think that I am. Oh, hey. Yeah, I've seen a girl with, like, a eyeball hat. I've seen that. It's like, why do I vibe with ice powers? I just like the cold. I don't know. And I also, blue is my favorite color, and ice and white, you know, those colors are very cold and ice themed, and I like the way ice music and levels in video games sounds, and I don't know. don't know. I just do. I just vibe. Was there a frog on the side of the house? That's a good question, Enderman Jones. Kind of off to oh dear God. It was, oh, yeah, there we go. I don't think it was an oh dear God type situation. I knew it, wait, what? I know who was, wait, what, I'm sorry, what? I know who was referring to what, and what did I know? Unironically, I'm lost. Unironically, I am flummoxed. Sorry for not going through my emotions on my PNG tuber too often. It's hard when I have both hands on the controller. But I'm doing my best. Power. Oh, I didn't get a new power, but oh my goodness. Although my jump is pretty freaking baller. Pretty baller-tastic. Pretty Cirnominal. Yeah, that works. Cirnominal. Let's go with that. Trademarked. Can't use that unless you pay me a quarter. Why is that not a scam in Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Yeah, I just made up my own words. You want to use them? I don't blame you. Gonna have to give me a quarter, though. But okay, all right. With the power to float so much more, and with jumposity of this degree, and an ice platform on top of everything else? Oh, yes. Cosmo tried to pull that with inhaling. This much is true. Royalty scam. You will get sued by Cirno for using her name in a word. And that guy... she has legal powers. Fear her. Fear her might. Fear her styles. Styles upon styles. Don't make her talk about her modeling career. Dang, that didn't work. Alright, let's try that one again, yo. Yeah, that's mine now, y'all. That's mine now, y'all. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do with this froggy fool? I'm gonna stare at the frog and now... mind power! There we go, I did it. Can't stop, won't stop. When Cirno's got her eye on the prize, and that prize is oftentimes the frog. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know they're getting rotated. Fact of reality. Hello? Hello? This could be considered a shindig. Perhaps even a hootenanny if you're feeling nasty. I'd ask Maya, but I think she went where she was needed. And I salute her. I hope whatever dimension she's currently residing in, it's a little more awesome now that she's there. Perfect rotation? Only the most perfect rotation. Oh my god. Oh my god, Maya is still here. I actually thought she left. Hi, Maya. Perhaps even a hullabaloo? Perhaps. Perhaps. I appreciate that you think this is where you should be. Because I agree. Oh my goodness. Hello. I enjoy the fact that, I mean, this is obviously a very simple game. You know, just run around, grab some things, look at cute fairy, you know? But like, it actually kind of unfolds itself very well in the sense that like, your powers really flow into each other. There's I think what I'm trying to describe is a sense of progression. Like you get a new power, or you get a little bit more stamina, and suddenly, boom, more things are open up to you, and you're doing more, and you're being awesome, and all that. Ask anybody. I've never been too eloquent with my word types. Maya's a chameleon. That much is true. I could go up there, yes. However, there's much things for the Cirno to do over here. Sort of like a Metroidvania. Yeah, I guess you could call this a bit of a 3D Metroidvania. Collect the thingamadoos, gain a little bit extra power, be awesome, rinse, repeat. All that good stuff. Uh-oh, dark magic? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh boy, yep, we're okay. We are losing some frames. Hang on. It might even out. It might even out. Or it could be the end of all times. We don't know. We don't know. Give it time. Give it time. Cirno's gonna sit down for a little bit. She's gonna rest her little legs as she waits for this whole frame-apocalypse thing to kind of work itself out. Dark magic is only when the stream entirely dies, not when it's merely lagging. That much is fair. That much is fair. Okay, oh boy. Oh boy. Hang on, let me put on my shook face. Oh boy. We're kinda teetering back and forth between acceptable and problematic Dan. Whoa. 53, 51, 35, uh-oh. 40, 58. Now if it could just stay in the 50 range. If you, no. Well, I mean, I guess the best I can say is we're not losing that many frames, but we are losing frames, and it is an issue. There is an issue with this tissue. We'll just have Cirno look out into the horizon. In the back, the grass is over the snowflakes. That's true. I don't know what that means, but man, you were so real for saying it. Real deal, Holyfield. Let there be no doubt of that. I think Cirno fell asleep. Or she's just taking some really heckin' deep breaths. Kinda hard to tell. I imagine it's hard for you guys to tell too with the lag. Floating ice, look behind her. You know what, I'm just gonna believe you. I'm just gonna believe whatever's being said to me. Alright. Standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. It's true, Nightstar can see it just fine. And that's good. That's ideal. Man, the frame rate really is weird right now. It keeps bouncing between perfectly good and then just derp, and then immediately jumping back up. And it's very strange. Very strange indeed. It hasn't dropped any for a little bit, I guess. I freaking guess. I guess you guys are just gonna see Cirno teleport a little bit. You know what, let's just call it one of her many amazing powers. Like, are you trying to tell me Cirno can't teleport? Prove she can't. Actually, factually prove to me this very second that she can't do that. You can't. Because some of you don't even know what Touhou is. And the ones that do, shut up. You can't prove anything either. Because I say so. How does she maintain standing on a slant? With power. As long as nobody hits her on the slant, she's good to go, yo. Anyway, it seems, knock on wood, seems to have more or less stabilized. More or less. Lots of them can fly. Well, yes, fly. Teleports. Only the strongest fairy can teleport. And as has been previously established on many occasions, that is Cirno. Also, if I recall correctly, the one that makes the Invisowall is a teleport woman. Dang it. You know, in retrospect, I really should have assumed there was a character in all of Touhou that was just known for teleporting. If Bad Apple has taught me at least one singular thing, it's that Touhou has like 7,000 characters. You know who else is stabilized? Certainly not me, I'll tell you that much. Certainly not I this fine feathered day. Always good for a 3D platform to have a mid-air adjustment move. Yes. That is so true. Cirno requires even more power. You will relinquish all of your power to Cirno. And I'm going to try and jump my way out of this situation, but I keep bonking my tiny head. My tiny blue head. Heck. That ain't Bueno Supreme. Okay, but that is Bueno Supreme. This is acceptable. We can rock and roll with all this. Of that, I assure. That apple's barely even a tenth of the characters. There's not even any clown piece. You know, Knight, you can't just say clown piece. You know? Like, I believe you. I 100% believe you there is a character in Toho named Clown Piece. But, my god, okay, sure. There's a Crow Tengu reporter called I Am Becoming... Who's the Japanese goblin? I want to know about the Japanese goblin. Because that song is catchy. Oh, dude, look into her. Look into Clown Piece. Okay, I promise to do that. Alright, so the main issue we're currently experiencing is the fact that I fell down like a dumbass. And what we need to do is not be down. We need to get up to get down. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that works. Jay is literally the creator's commentary on the unfounded arrogance of the United States. Oh. Okay. Of course it is. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be that? Yeah, alright. I'm not arguing against the idea. The concept is sound. Ooh, more power. Hell yes. Sukiya is a Japanese goblin. Yay, Japanese goblin. Sometimes referred to as an Oni, so I don't know why she's doing that. But whatever. Whatever. Look at her design. Go see it now. Right now. Right now? Okay, fine. Hang on. I'm gonna Google the words clown piece. And hope it doesn't look weird. Oh, dang, that girl is an American jester. Yeah, that tracks. Huh. Fair enough. To be fair, that's a deserved commentary. I do believe I have said it the same. I believe I agree. Oni is more ogre than Gobblewin. I guess that's fair. I suppose that's fair. Yes, yes, I understand your words and your styles. I'm collecting all the fancy things. I don't know why I don't know if there's actually a point to collecting power. Like I mean the power, yes. I mean the score thingies. The little blue ones. The little blue ones. Oh my god, my jump is immensely impressive at this point. With a little bit more power, there will simply be nowhere I cannot go. Soon Cirno will be unmatched in all ways. She's gonna have the move so smooth that even Maya is gonna look at her and go, those were some exceptionally smooth moves. Japanese got the win. I think the blue is just score. Yeah, blue is just score. I guess they're just collect them to collect them. The red ones are the ones you really need, but the blue ones are there too. Did you jump over a very big candlestick? Heck, dude, probably. Clown Piece is unironically evil and is obsessed with binding everyone else to her own way of thinking. Ooh, that's biting. Yes, I do be saying womp womp. I do be saying these words. The words you hear today and now are the words you will be hearing for the rest of your life. Simple as that, really. And now, we float 'em ups. Yes, yes. But does he have the moves like Jagger? What? Why on earth is Ender T Defenderman referencing like an ancient ass song? You ever seen Mick Jagger dance? Have you ever seen Mick Jagger dance? He's got moves such as the T-Rex and the I'm pointing my finger at you. Like, what kind of dance moves are you even trying to peddle? I don't freaking think so, buckaroo. I don't subscribe to your level of chicanery. That's Nightstar, man. He knows. Nightstar knows everything, because that's one of the songs the chefs where I work play all the time. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sympathetic. David Bowie superior. Well, frigging duh. Why would you even think that that's something you had to emphasize? Like, friggin' obviously. The power of Bowie. Basically, I was thinking I was gonna sing this song about a triceratops. It was gonna go something like triceratops, you know. I was thinking that might have a good hook to it. Says the guy who's playing a game that uses one of music's oldest artists as a leitmotif. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? I sit on your game! This is the kind of level of respect that you can anticipate from Cirno. She sits upon your shogi? I don't think this is shogi. Damn it, I've definitely seen the game before, but the name is absolutely escaping me at this moment in time. And I apologize for my continued failings. They will happen again. Now that's self-deprecation. I need to knock that off. Mahjong! Mahjong! Oh, it's Mahjong. Thank you. I knew that. I was just blanking on the name. Mahjong is basically Japanese solitaire. I'm sure I would get punched for saying that, but whatever, I did. Yes, yes, yes. Excuse me for forgetting the word Mahjong for half a second. Golly. Golly. Ender has no time for board games. He has to hug his space wife. And his 3 purple cat wives. So many wives! Expect him to know how to play Mahjong? I don't freaking think so. Did I just do something even dumber, Maya? What did I do? Oh no, what did I do? You do realize Solitaire is 1 player and Mahjong is very much not, right? Nope. No, sir. I did not know that. It's not Oh, wait, it would be Chinese. Because I think they played it in Mulan. I think there was a Mulan PC game many, many moons ago. And I vaguely remember playing it, and I think it had Mahjong in it. I think. This is my reference level. Oh no. Oh no, I'm making it really easy to be oh no, much like the Cirno, I'm making it rather easy to be bullied at the moment. Peachy has had quite enough of me for one day. She's going to thank Maya for being amazing and going to bed. Like that. Okay, I get it. I'm a dummerson who lives in a dumpster. I get it. It was probably an interactive storybook type thing. I don't remember entirely. Either way, sleep well, Peachy. Oh, Jesus. I needed to know a basic level of knowledge of the game so I could play some certain video games related to it. Fair enough. Unsurprisingly, Nightstar speaks Mandarin. It's true. I remember in Kung Fu Panda, Mr. King's ancestor won the noodle store for my friend in a game of Mahjong. This is true. This didn't happen. I'm at the Scarlet Devil Mansion household. Is that where that one time-stopping maid lives? Who also has an absolute banger of a theme song? Is that a thing? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. That will not do. Yes, he speaks oranges. And if you wish to know Nightstar's origins, well, that starts in the late Cretaceous period. I feel like I should be staying at this house, but there's goodies over there. And I think I can probably float over to that. Yes, with the self-proclaimed daughter of Dracula. How do you proclaim to be related to Dracula? You either are or you aren't. Kind of nonsense. Ooh, more power. Hell yes. Is that the girl that Dio beat that one time? Hell yeah, it is. Oh, that was the wrong move. Ow. Her tiny, tiny little Cirno legs. Assuming that I play my cards right, this will be I guess a one and done. Yeah, a Sakura girl who had decimated Dio and won the melee upon a frozen time. It's true. It happened. That was basically my introduction to her. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. Oh, that was a 9. I wasn't paying attention. Maya's an expert in the game known as The Legend of Soul Pod. Winning all the games if you play your Mahjong tiles correctly. Which I will not. I definitely will not. Because I distinctly have that memory of that same Mulan game with the Mahjong in it. And by playing Mahjong, what I actually did was tap buttons. And then sometimes I guess I did the thing correctly. And then other times I did not. And I did not know what the rhyme or reason was. Have mercy upon me, I think I was like 5. It's hard to teach a 5-year-old much of goddamn anything, and you expect them to be a master of Mahjong? Get out of here with MS. Come on, Cirno, keep leaping. Why did the background music make me think of I Want It That Way like a minute or so back? Oh my god. You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that way. Anyway, I'm unable to hear that song without thinking of that scene. Good. Yeah, the eBay song is obviously very good, but, you know. Excuse me for singing the classic. I used pink bathrobe. You guys got me wanting to sing again. Stop making me want to sing. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that in their lives. I will say, though, I do karaoke in private. That's not me, like, saying I'm good. Obviously not, but, you know. It's just a thing that I have fun doing, is basically the point I'm trying to make. I guess I just can't jump high enough. There we go. That's how you do it. Same. Well, to be fair, oh my god, she's on the slant. Oh my god, the pose. The pose. The presence. The power. Unmatched. Good lord, are you seeing this? Yo, check it. How's she even doing this? But yeah, no, I'm right there with you, Maya. However, for what it's worth, that's kind of the point of karaoke. Like, you sing karaoke, and yeah, sure, maybe you have that one friend who's, like, legitimately really good and stuff, but by and large, you're there to sing like dorks with your friends. You know who else can't type? Me. Oh, what's this? Aw, Maya has to leave. Well, maybe, if you feel so inclined, you can watch the end of the stream when you have time, and you can see Cirno lift the boulder, because I assure you, she's going to be doing just that. Regardless, thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. Again, I was having a time, so it means a lot to me that you guys just care, and you're here, and we can have fun, and, you know. I know, okay, Maya, you can leave, you can leave. I was just trying to be appreciative of you, okay? I was just trying to appreciate my friend. But if you're sleepy, you go to bed, friend. We will chat again soon. I definitely chose the right game for just vibing. Okay, there we go. All right, as long as you acknowledge the appreciation and that I'm not causing an issue for you, enjoy your sleeps. The Red orb is a guide for the red piece, similar to Sonic Adventure DX finding the Chaos Emerald shards. You know, okay, first of all, I've never played Sonic Adventure, so I would have no idea. And secondly, bold of you, Ender, to think I don't endlessly appreciate your existence, your friendship, and everything, in every single moment we've spent together. Because I assure you, I do. You are one of my bestest friends. And you being here makes me very, very happy. Things just wouldn't be the same without you. And I means that very much. Let's see, where else should I go? I'm pretty close to having enough power. I wish I knew where that red orb went, but it's just gone. I'd ask Orb in the chat if they know, but like, I feel like that's like assuming? Oh, there we go. It's like, oh, dang, hello? Where are we going? Oh, we going over here? Okay, I guess we're going over here. The orb is gone. Also, what is with games like this and not having a map? Did you see my comment? I was making a Lucky Star reference. Dang. It went into the bush? This bush? I wish I saw the Lucky Star reference. I freaking love Lucky Star. That's a good-ass anime. Someone had the bold and an imaginative idea. What if my series was nothing more than cute girls talking about stuff? Then they made it. And it was the best. And one of them would have twin tails. And she'd be the best. Not because she has the twin tails, that's not where I was going with that. I regret my choice in words. Anyway, I just wanted to describe her, and that was the quickest and easiest way at the top of my head. Okay, well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Maybe I didn't like using my word. No, I mean, you just said asphyxiation again, and it works. Also, shut up, Ender. And shut up, Knight. Ender, you can't smug face twice in a row. What the? Maya, you were supposed to be in bed. Oh, my God. She really just materialized for no other purpose than to sass me like that. Like one of her gifts on your. I'm changing the gifts. I am changing the gifts next time. All right, they had a nice long tenure. Everything is good, but you know what? I like to rotate them out, and the next time we're streaming, they're gonna be different. God damn it! Ah, no! Don't fall, Cirno. Oh, Cirno, you silly goober. Oh my God, you guys are butts. God. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Dang it. I was trying to collect things on top of a snowman. Daniel T. Snowman. And it didn't work. It ate your comment again. Post it in the Discord and I'll read it without context later. That will be a fun time, I think. Okay. There. Then, there we go. Okay. I sure hope there are more collectibles than are absolutely required. Otherwise, man, I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna be in heckin' trouble. I forgot that I can't do my flutter jump in midair because I keep thinking of it as a flutter jump. And in Yoshi, that's literally what you do with a flutter jump. I think it needs a different name. Super jump, high jump, mighty jump, rocket jump, whatever you want to call it, just not flutter jump. Nightstar has a theory. He's gonna paraphrase Orb's comment, okay? I mean, we all remember your reaction to Scuttlebutt. Am I wrong? Were the things I said incorrect, Ender? Would you like to state for the record that you disagree with me? Yeah? Karaoke isn't about something good. It's about screaming head chilla until you pass out from lack of air. Ah, I now vaguely understand what it was Orb was talking about. Thanks to a change in language. How about that? Let's see. What? Oh, it's the orb again. Orb of knowledge, what is your wisdom? Want to go this way? So far, attempting to follow orbs has not worked out for me at all. It has been a resounding failure on all fronts. Now, banned orbs comment because he used the longer technical word for running out of air. Yeah, that's true. Probably because it has, like, I don't know, a meaning elsewhere. I mean, it's the same meaning, but, like, you get it. Maybe that's why? I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. I don't friggin' know. I don't know nothing about anything. I'm just out here doing my goddamn best is what I'm out here doing. Cirno needs even more power. Where will she get it? I said literally what she said, but I switched out a word. You did. I was there. I saw you do it. It was crazy. It was some nonsense is what that was. There we go. But yeah, no. Let's all cross our fingers that there are more of these power token thingies that are required to complete the game, because if I have to find every single last one without a map, well, I gotta tell you, I feel like that would go rather poorly. I will definitely be making my honest attempts, though. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Number one in the hood, G. Okay, alright. You should also find some frogs. Oh, God. If I have to find the frogs, I'm absolutely doomed. Aw, Cirno was here before and she planted a little flag. That's so cute. Because, yeah, you're right. The frogs do give power. That could very easily become a problem. How is that a word for running out of air become a naughty word? I don't get YouTube. Because of a word that comes before asphyxiation generally does on the internet, if I had to wager any kind of guess whatsoever. Or maybe, I don't know. It seems like it generally blocks words that imply violence. And I don't know. Asphyxiation sounds like too much scientific of a word to inherently imply a violent intent. Anyway, this is a weird thing to be talking about on a Cirno stream. So I'm not with any of that. Instead, I shall continue my never-ending search for power. We know there's a frog by the fishing house and by the mountain hotel. Yeah. If I knew where those were, that'd mean something. But I don't. Like, I'm sure those are places I've been. But if you told me to go to them, well, I wouldn't be able to. I would wander around aimlessly from place to place until I eventually found it. Would Nina enjoy being a fairy? I don't see why she wouldn't. Fluttering about. Sounds like a pretty swell time. Who wouldn't want to flutter about? Perhaps Nightstar. But that's because he already has the power of flight. You know what isn't weird to be talking about on a Cirno stream? An ice cream likewise. And also, happy May, everyone. Indeed, I do be drawing myself a big old bunch of Weisses. No regrets. Because she makes me happy. One more big jump. There we go. What the hell? What is this ball of concentrated eyeball and malice looking like dark matter from Kirby up in here? Shut up, Ender. You don't gotta be all like that. Legally, nobody said you have to be like that. Okay, let's see. There we go. Power! I have more power. It's Yukari's power. The power of... Which Yukari? There are a few. There are a few here and there and everywhere. Alright, so I am missing 0.50% of my power. Where do I get any of it? Sure feels like unless it's all about the frogs, in which case, uh-oh. Another Toho thing. Oh, gotcha. We're almost halfway through the year, by the way. How's everyone's feeling of time doing? Not great, bro. Not great. Not great. But you know, I'm doing my best. I'm attempting to live my best life. Nightstar, we're gonna make fun of you no matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you actually make a typo or not. Night, I'm trying so hard to not tease you right now. As a favor, as your friend, I am earnestly attempting to not say anything right now. But my goodness, are you making it difficult? Boy, howdy, do I want to say something. But okay. Ah, there's some stuff over there. Good. Good. Yes. All of your little things belong to me. Which is to say, Cirno. Nightstar's having an episode. Grandpa needs his meds. Ah, you know what? This is probably more than float-tastic enough. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. It was even too much float, honestly. The power. How have I never been over to this area? Weird. Ender, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm probably going to do that now. Granted, Weiss is certainly not a baka, but she would look pretty goddamn adorable in her outfit. That much is true. Weiss with Cirno. Oh my god, that is an intensely tempting prospect. I'm not 100 on exactly how well they'd get along, but for the purposes of just being a cute-ass drawing that literally nobody else had ever made, I feel like the odds of there being art of that in existence right now are low, and I could make it a reality. Why is it Cirno? That's an outfit swap. Karate punching poses. Oh my goodness, you guys are giving me too many ideas. I can't use all of them. Oh no. Or maybe I can. Maybe I can. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. With how much editing of Ace Attorney I have to do, I don't have a ton of time. Oh, look at this. That's adorable. I don't have a ton of time for the first few. Oh, she blew up. Huh. I'm going to assume that wasn't my fault. Anywho, but yeah, I don't have a ton of time to draw until Phoenix Wright is over. So, I've been doing, I'm doing simple drawings for like the first week. Nothing too complicated. But, while Cirno would be a second character, certainly isn't the most complex. Weiss trying to tell her it's 1, 2, 3, but Cirno don't understand. Oh, that's also a cute idea. Why are you guys giving me like no less than 7 entirely valid and good ideas for Toho Ruby crossovers? Oh, she exploded. Just like everything else that sings when it sings to me. Oh my god. I think I died long ago, and you two are my punishment. I've heard worse Charlie the Unicorn impressions. I've heard infinitely better, but I've heard worse. Ah, they stole my kidney. Holding a Fumo, oh my god. Guys, at the rate you're going, I could do an entire month of Weiss that's just variants of Weiss and Cirno. Although I won't lie, there is a tempting notion there. Maybe one year, an entire month of Weiss can just be specifically crossover art with like just one thing. Like, do you guys think that I could somehow manage to make 31 separate drawings of Weiss and Noir interacting? I don't know. I want to say no, but I don't know. I've surprised myself in the past. What's my favorite out of context quote from any series? Oh man, I can't just pull that out of nowhere. Is that an eggplant? Weiss won't want to skateboard. Is that it? Is that an eggplant? Kind of looks like an eggplant. Huh. You would go there, Ender. Those birds were playing cards. Aw. Oh, they were. Yo, they were playing, Old Maid. Maybe that's a two-player game. Can you tell I didn't grow up with friends? That seems like painting oneself into a corner. Yeah. You act like I haven't already done that with the concept alone. Why wouldn't I paint myself into yet another corner in top of the corner? Like, honestly, at that point. At that point, it just becomes a self-imposed challenge. It could be Jin or Go Fish. But not Solitaire, because that's solitary. You could do an entire month of yeah, I could do that. I could. 31 days of different crossover with Noir, Naoto, Akane, and Shantae. Well, that does seem feasible. Because that's a lot of variance to work with. Alright. Whoa boy, do not fall off, Cirno. Do not fall off. We are not done yet, my tiny, tiny ice fairy friend. I mean, we're getting there. We're shockingly close. But we're not there. Although I heard Frog. If I could find a Frog, man, that'd be beneficial. I did see someone play competitive solitaire. It was a mental turmoil waiting to happen, and it was fun to watch. Fair enough. Where is Frog? I hear the ribble, ribble, ribble. Are you a frog? You're a frog! Ah, you're the same color as wood. The wood frog. Surrender your power to me, frog. There we go. That's a boon. That's a Daniel boon. Okay, now to get up there. We're so close to being able to get her back into her house. I did? What comment? I think YouTube may have eaten your comment, actually. Nice. I think. Wood frog? Isn't that the thing Aang had to get for Sokka and Katara? Look at this dude. Acting like I can recall things from freaking Airbender. I don't know nothing about no goddamn Airbender. It was just kind of a show that was on in the background. Yo, more stuff. I want that stuff. Give me that stuff. I have reason to believe in things like, no, you're not. Okay, hey, oh, you know what? We're gonna just not. We're just gonna not read what Knight said. We're going to ignore him deliberately. That's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna just fly over here. I'm not saying it's a bad show, Enderman. I was just an annoying and stupid kid. Ow! I was the kid that was like, oh, god damn it, Justice League came on? That's so boring! Why are they playing so much goddamn Justice League? You know? Real facts. True. True things that happened. Yo! Cirno has achieved maximum power. She's now strong enough to lift the Boulder. You may now either continue exploring or return to the Boulder to lift it. Tempting prospects on both ends, I must say. That's a pretty crappy take, yes. I'm not arguing that it isn't. Never for a fraction of a moment did I imply that it was anything other than a bad... show me in the transcribes, or the whatever. Point in the video where I said it was a good take. I forgot that's what the goal was. Orb, the game is called Cirno lifts a boulder. Ender do be saying things. It's true. I do have mighty jokes. I posted an entire visual list before. A bunch of my favorites with almost like 20. You did do that, yes, but you did still ultimately whittle it down to 5 technically. I am collecting the things. Ugh, my god, this is the mightiest jump ever. My recollection reduced the title to just Cirno. Cirno, The Adventures of Cirno. I can't float after I do that. This was a bad idea. Yeah, alright. Look, as fun and cool and dandy as it would be to collect everything, I don't think that's actually feasible. Hang on, if I stared at this snowman, would anything happen? No, okay. Well, sometimes when I stare at things, things happen, okay? Sometimes I collect them, sometimes they explode. Who the hell knows? You think I have the slightest idea? I do not. Not the slightest clue at all. Yeah, it's Marissa, but instead she is Snow. She's got nowhere to go. Frogs spin it or explode. This they do. This they do. Why do I want to keep thinking this gal has something to do with frogs? I do not actually know. Gensokyo-ite? Gensokyo-ite? I wonder what my good friend Nightstar just said. What does that mean? What is Goober von Gooberstein even going on about this fine day? She is Frog. It's Suwako. Suwako? Of the Suwakan Embassy? Oh my god, every time I try to go up, I end up more down than when I started trying to go up. Coordination? I ain't got none of that. I guess I could say the controls are good, but I don't know. It's like everything is a little ice physicky. Gensokyo is the world Toho takes place in. How would I know that? You could have said it took place in freaking Detroit for all I know, and I'd have to believe you. Because I'm under the assumption that my good friend Nightstar would never lie. He would never lie to me. Because he's my good buddy friend guy who only speaks the most truthful of statements. And only eats the most buttered of bread. Can I hear bird? I've had quite enough of your nonsense for one fortnight. That word really is ruined forever, huh? That's a bummer. Everything is the license. Huh, I wonder why. Hey, how about you don't bully me? How about you turn down your bulletonium ray and up your friend-osity? Have you ever considered doing that, my guy? It's totally a thing you could do. It's cheap. In fact, it's free. Ew. Luckily, she's too short for that, and they can't get away with their usual bullcrap of putting in the too short of a character into a mech suit for Cirno. Cirno's too powerful for a useless ass mech suit. Admittedly, Cirno running with an AK is pretty funny, but still no. Are you saying my friendship? No! Oh my god. Ender! Ender! You are friend. So quit being a big old goober. All right. Fortnite has very much toned down the amount of guest characters with guns. No, they have not. No, they very much have not. Because the whole point of the game is shooting people. And they just keep throwing more guest characters in every other week. And they have guns. Knight, I earnestly don't know what you're talking about. They're freaking adding Peggy Hill from King of the Hill. And she's running around with guns. I don't know what you mean. They're not toning down the guns. If anything, they're doing it even more insane. The added Suisway from HoloLive. Running around with an AK. Same as always. Everything has a Doom game. Nightstar has a Doom game. But in his case, it's not shooting demons. It's just finding ham. It's weird. He's a weird dude. I like him, but some of the things he does, some of the things he gets up to. Strange. They don't want their main moneymaker to die. Yeah, no, absolutely. Honestly, on top of all of my issues with that game, the main thing I have is the fact that it's all timed content. If you're not there at that exact moment in time and do all of the things, or give them like $15 at that exact moment in time, that thing is just gone forever, and you can never ever get it. Unless they re-up their license agreement or something. And eventually, one day, the game will end. And all of the content that you spent hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on, all of the time you've spent on it, is now entirely pointless. Because there's nothing, you can't use it anymore. Maybe they'll make a solo player version or something, but that won't work because, again, they'd have to relicense every single thing that they've ever licensed up to this point, and that would be impossible. When you said finding first, I thought you were going to say I was running around finding Nemo, and I laughed. Well, I am trying to find Nemo. Maybe he's under this boulder. Hang on, let me take a look. Hey, yo, is there a fish under this thing? Okay, hang on a second. I need to screenshot this achievement. Okay. All right, Cirno approaches the boulder with malicious intent. Yeah, Nintendo were wise for that. Okay. Cirno's grabbing the boulder. She's assuming the position. She's getting ready. She lifts it! Let's go! Strongest! The strongest fairy! Is she struggling? Is she struggling, or is she just, like, squatting? Nope, she's heaving! She's yeeting! Good job, sir. Oh my god. Okay, that's a hell of a... that's a hell of a strength feat. And dust her little hands. She's so proud of herself. And she should be. She had a goal and she set out to do it and she accomplished it, and I'm proud of her. And then she went and took a nap. Aww. I like that she apparently has a Nintendo 64. Aww. Yeah. Oh my god, hang on. Can I turn the light off for her? Aww. Sleep well, little Cirno. You adorable little thing, you. Aww. That was adorable. I enjoyed that. Yeah, no. I knew going in that this was going to be a very, very short game. Why have boots look like pointy socks? Why wouldn't her boots look like pointy socks? If you were smart, you'd also have boots that look like pointy socks. But yeah, I knew this was going to be a very short one-and-done type situation, but, you know what? I wanted to do it anyway. I wanted to heckin' do it any goddamn way, and I'm allowed, because it's my channel. Look at all these fonts. Look at them fonts. So fancy with their fonts they do be. I do want to say again, thank you all for being here and just hanging out with me. Sometimes things aren't so good, you know? Sometimes things get rough and you get your worries and You're like, man, I wish things were, going a little better. But things are so much easier when you got people with you. And they just like, yeah, man, let's hang out. Let's hang out and watch a cute little fairy girl run around and lift a big old boulder. For the record, this game is like $6. Just letting you know. Well, Ender, every fiber of my being wants to refute that. But the fact of the matter is, I have been told my videos have helped people through the tough times. It's one of the many reasons I work as hard as I do. I don't like the idea of ever not being there when someone needs me most, you know? That's why I always try to have videos up every single day, and I did so for so many years. It's just like, man, what if today, what if the one day I end up not uploading something is the day that somebody was really looking forward to something, or maybe they just had a really rough time of it and they were looking forward to something, and and that day I just wasn't there for them. I think about that a lot, and it bothers me. I know I have to take care of myself. I'm only getting older, so I can't really, output things the way that I once did. But still, I'm glad I can help unite. Again, I work super hard for that purpose. I always want to try and be there for people. And maybe for like 45 minutes a day, I can maybe help them crack a smile. And just, for a moment, forget about the bad times. That's why I do what I do. So yeah. And, you guys do the same for me, just by being here. Man, there are a lot of translations. Oh, this is a fan game based on Toho Project. Toho Project and its characters are a property of Team Shanghai Alice Zune. Ah. And now I know. Will I remember? I don't know, but I'm gonna try. And thank you, Orb. It's very nice of you. And there you go, everybody. That was Cirno lifts a heckin' boulder. Or rather, Cirno lifts a boulder. You gotta have the exclamation point. It's very pivotal, you see. Now, zhoop, and zhoop. And I think I'm over here again. Yep, I am. I always forget to put myself back at the end of every stream. Well, I guess that's pretty much all there is for this week. Thank you all so very, very much for joining me. I will be back same time next week as I always am, unless something goes horribly wrong, which, admittedly, sometimes things go horribly wrong. It happens. But I'll try not to, Anyway. And, yeah, I hope you have been enjoying Ace Attorney, and for the small collective of people who watch my Weiss videos, thank you. Just don't they ever get jealous that our poster is slightly cut off? It's there. It's good. Don't worry about it. But anyway, anybody who's enjoying the month of Weiss, I'm going to obviously continue to be doing that. And, yeah, I will obviously see you all very, very soon as always. I'm Donnie with the Funny. Till next time. And I'm out.